Yeah, I know it. Okay, don't worry. I'll take care of it later. Okay, bye.
First of all, I have to tell you that you don't know me. At least, in the widest sense of knowing. That is to say, as I know you. I mean, I know your name, where you live, your age, your likes, where you go on holidays, the brand of the car you drive. I know your wife's name, your children's name. I even know your Cocker Spaniel's name. I dread to think that maybe all this may bother you a bit. You may not remember, as many years have passed by. But the thing is that on one day, Tuesday, January 1st, 2000, at precisely 2:15, you were driving your bright car along Caesars Avenue in the Locksport area. It had rained that afternoon and the streets were wet. As always, you arrived at the corner and turned right at high speed and went on along Dolce Street toward Andre Street, making a power overdrive, just as you like to do. Right there, some meters before Caesars Avenue, there was a pothole. You knew it. You were acquainted with it because you got closer to the right edge of the street to avoid it. You splashed him from top to bottom, from his knees all the way up to his head. You saw him. I know you saw him. And, mysteriously, contrary to what was expected, you, Doctor, didn't stop. That day, I'd said to myself, he's such a bad guy. I hope you can understand, Doctor. For someone like me, things either are or are not, and the only way to find out whether you were a bastard or not was by investigating you seriously. So, that's exactly what I did. For the last 5 years, I have devoted my life to finding out everything about you, so as to verify or rectify that horrible first impression I got from your attitude. And here I am, Dr. Ianek. The investigation is over, or better said, what has been found is more than enough to come to a conclusion. You are even more scornful than I thought you were in 2000. On January the 2nd, the day after the incident, at 1:30 in the afternoon, I stood on the very same corner of Doge Street and Caesar Street, waiting for you, based on the presumption that you, like me, don't change your daily ways. I've always been surprised by that hateful obsession humans have of making their habits so rigid. We always eat the same thing. We are always dressed in the same color. We always go on holidays to the same place and we smoke the same brand of cigarettes. You're not the exception. So, once more at 2:14, you turned your car onto Doge Street towards Andre Street and you eluded the pothole, getting closer to the edge of the road on the right-hand side. The following Monday, I decided not to work and to spend the whole day working on my investigation, so I took my car, parked it on Doge Street, and one more time I waited for you. At the usual time, the gray car turned around the corner and I began to follow it. Rocky Avenue, Warren Street, St. Mary, Smith Street. I must confess that I hated to see it parking in places which are reserved for the police. For a moment, I could imagine you as a police officer or so. But no, you didn't even get into the police station. As you passed by the door, the police officer waved. From my car, I could see you crossing the street and getting into a house. At that moment, a car blew his whistle indicating that I should move forward. Why can't you park your car in a place reserved for the police when I had to look for somewhere to park mine in that area? Because you, Doctor, you don't work at the police station. You are the police officer's friend. Does that give you the right to use a few square meters of a block in the city? How much is that gift worth, Doctor? A little favor? Some money? Towards the end of the afternoon, I already knew what I needed to start my investigation. I knew your name, your address, your profession, criminal lawyer, and your business hours, Monday, Wednesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays from 2 to 6 p.m. I must confess that up until the moment I got into your office, I was still doubtful of my presumption. Neither the pothole nor the privileged parking in front of the police station were enough. When your secretary, Jane, gave me an appointment for the following week on Monday at 2 p.m., I realized your lack of respect to others. Your secretary merely followed your instruction, doctor, and both of us know